Hey, listen up. Have you ever thought about drugs? Of course you have.
It's for your own good, don't take it personal. Give it respect, I'm giving, and respect that should be received. Time wasting, mind chasing.
I know what you're thinking. These are soft drugs, right? In fact, you don't even consider them drugs. You know why? Because they already form part of your culture. They already form part of your daily life. The problem comes when we talk about hard drugs, or should I say illegal drugs. How does it affect our lives? You think I'm talking about its consumption.
See and eviscerate your enemies.
If you're wrong. I'm talking about its impact economically. Hard drugs have a huge impact all around the world. But why are they illegal? Before answering to this question, I would like to explain a little bit of history. The big problem came in 1920, when the government of the United States prohibited the distribution, sale and consumption of alcohol. The law was abandoned in 1933. From this point in history, mafias and drug cartels started to emerge and take control of the production, distribution and sale of illegal drugs all around the world. The economic consequences of outlawing drugs are several. Drug cartels are formed, which most of them are oligopolies. The price of illegal drugs are high, but even if they are expensive, it doesn't matter because its demand is inelastic. Only in the US, 10,000 people per year die because of drug-related violence. Incarceration increases, which means more government spending.
Now, some arguments to not legalize drugs. Consumption of drugs will increase because people will have more facilities to reach them because of the legalization. This means that people will have better access to reach any drugs that will be legalized. Because of the increase in the consumption, population health will get worse. That means that government will have to make a bigger investment in the public health. Also, government should take care about the teenagers and create education on drugs or improve it, so the teenagers know the effects that these substances makes in their bodies.
If the consequences of outlawing drugs are so bad, why are they still illegal? I will let the solution to this answer to Roberto Saviano, expert on the subject, Italian journalist and author of Gomorrah.
Legalizzare significa sottrarre un capitale enorme, significa sottrarre 300 billion di dollari alle organizzazioni criminali, e parlo di un fatturato annuale solo di un piccolo segmento. Significa controllare il problema, significa in qualche modo porre il problema sotto un controllo statale e sotto un'osservazione anche di mercato.
So, in conclusion, after we see both sides, if we should legalize drug consumption and production, and if we should not, we should totally say that we agree that drug legalization should be approved. So, despite the moral fact of legalizing drugs, look into the macroeconomic perspective. In the long term, we think it's much better for the economy to legalize drugs. In the short term, of course, maybe drug consumption will increase because it will be something new for society, but in the long term, consumption will decrease, as we see it happened in Amsterdam during the 1970s. Also, legalization of drugs will be good both for the government and both for entrepreneurs. For example, as the government of Colorado tells us, just in the first 4 months of legalization of marijuana in Colorado, 10,000 people get involved in the marijuana business. And also there were generated 1,000 to 2,000 new jobs for those people. And as I was saying, it will be good for the government. There will be taxes for the government and for the consumption. For example, in Colorado, just in the first 4 months, there were $10 million from the consumption taxes of drugs. And also, of course, governments will save a lot of money in the wars against drugs. For example, with the example of Colorado, it is estimated that the Colorado government is going to save between $12 and $14 million just in the war against marijuana. Now, going back to the moral side of the issue, forbidding the legalization is not the solution to the problem. The solution is education. If people is educated, they will not consume the drugs. And also legalization has a positive side. If you legalize drugs, there will be less violence and less people will die. So, in one sentence we will say, legalizing drugs is the best option.
Smoke weed every day.